Hi, this is Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles coming at you with another toy review. And this time we're taking a look at the Rampage the Movie, Subject Lizzie, Big City Brawl figure. And this is from the Rampage the Movie toy line from Lanard Toys from 2018. So the first thing we're doing is take a closer look at the packaging. So taking a look at the packaging, pretty standard packaging so far for this toy line. Also very similar to like the Kong Skull Island, because Lanard Toys also made the Skull Island stuff. So they kind of kept it kind of similar. They kind of do their same stuff. These are more of a budget toy and toy line. These are a Walmart exclusive. This one runs about $15, and all the figures are pretty cheap for what you get. Some people don't like these toys, but to me, I think these toys are amazing quality for what you get. But as far as the packaging is concerned, you can see Rampage the Movie in the upper left. It says Big City Brawl. You can see a huge open window that shows Lizzie the Lizard, a big alligator. Also comes with another generic style character to play with. And it also says it's from Lanard Toys, and it's only available at Walmart. As we flip over to the back, it just shows you another logo from Rampage the Movie. It shows that he has jaw-chomping action. And it also has a little synopsis of the movie as well. But pretty nice. I like the package. It's real vibrant, nice colors. Flip it over here. But pretty nice. I'm really partial to Rampage. I used to play this game as a kid. And I can't wait to get this open up. So let's take a look. Alright, so take a look at Subject Lizzie Big City Brawl. This box set is absolutely amazing. So this is obviously the alligator from the Rampage series. You know that Lizzie was a female lizard in the game, and they've made her an alligator of some type in the movie. And this is amazing. This figure is absolutely stunning. So you obviously you're going to get Lizzie, and you're going to get a generic character, which we'll take a look at in a little bit. But I mean, as far as the lizard, the detail is unbelievable. The sculpting, everything about this figure is just top notch. So I mean, as far as, we'll go over articulation first. So basically, the legs really just move right here. There looks to be joints here, but that's just where they're glued. So the legs just move forward and back, and then she has a tail that right at this joint, which you actually have to put in and push in real hard because it's disconnected in the box, that sways back and forth. But I mean, you can see how massive this figure is. It's huge. And then the other articulation that she has is her action feature, which is a button right here. So this one actually has a button, not like Ralph, where you actually can push it. And if you push down, it opens the mouth. Now on mine, if I push down too far, it actually opens and keeps the mouth open, which I don't know if that's a mistake, but I actually like that, because I like that you can keep the mouth open. And when you're actually pushing this button, the frills on the neck actually, let's see if we can get it to see. The frills on the neck move back and forth, which is really cool. But I mean, overall detail, I mean, look at the mouth. I mean, this thing looks amazing and menacing with the tusks. It's obviously some kind of mutated alligator of some type. I mean, this is a amazing toy for the price. Take a look at the detail on the face. I mean, this thing is absolutely amazing. As we take a look, you see the tusks and the teeth. You can see the frills and the holes in the frills in her neck. I mean, this thing is just amazing. And when you open that mouth and you see inside, I mean, this thing is just absolutely menacing. They did a great job with the mold. I mean, as far as the molding compared to all these figures that I've seen so far, you know, the Subject Ralph, Big City Brawl, and the Mega George, this is by far the best detailed one so far. You can see the scales on her body. I mean, everything is just molded, painted. You know, it's the colors changing as it goes from the side of her body down to her stomach. I mean, everything is just absolutely, you know, amazing on this figure. Taking a look at the feet, you can see they're all spiked, menacing looking. The front feet have like their toes separated in the front, and then as the back, it's just the regular feet. But I mean, the spikes and the detail that's, you know, gone into this figure that, you know, would be considered a value figure for what the price you'd pay for this set is just absolutely amazing. One of my favorite parts is her tail. It's just like spiked. I mean, it's like something out of, like, you know, a dinosaur would have, and it's just amazing. And these red spikes that run all the way down her spine are they're just so well done, and the way they're painted with little red tips as they go down into the green is just amazing. And you can see the detail running down her back. Just such amazing figure. Like I said, this is a value figure, and they did an amazing job on this one. Take a look at the underside. You can see her belly, and you can see the scales and the way they painted it. I mean, this thing looks amazing, and it's definitely the best painted figure so far that I've seen. You know, Ralph was pretty good, but this one is by far and away the best figure so far when it comes to detail, sculpting, and paint. We also get another soldier. This is what I'm assuming is a generic soldier, and is much better than the Subject Ralph one. This one has pretty much full articulation. It turns at the head, arms, has a ball joint, rotates at the bicep, bends at the bicep, no wrist articulation, but on both arms are the same. You know, has that rotation at the waist. You know, legs go forward and back, knees bend. So almost as good as the Davis Okoye figure that came with the Mega George. Just doesn't have that full motion in the waist all the way with the ball joint and the ball joint legs. But I mean, much, much, much better than the Ralph figure. Unfortunately, this one does not come with any guns. It has a molded holster and a molded gun, but it does not have a gun in there, which is kind of unfortunate. Here you can see the face sculpt of the figure. Not too bad, just what I'm assuming is the generic figure, unless they have a soldier that looks like this. But, you know, it's got the headset on. I mean, looks pretty decent, you know, overall. Still a cheaper looking figure, but not too bad. Chest is molded pretty good. It's got a nice vest, multiple paint colors, you know, tactical vest and all kinds of stuff on there, and I think that looks really, really nice. Lower half of the body isn't bad at all. You know, it's got those knee pads that are painted separately, the nice big boots with the nice detail. Like I said, I think they did a pretty decent job with this. Like I said, it's still a cheaper style figure, but definitely much better than what we got with Ralph. For size comparison, these are the three figures you get with the main character so far. So on the left is the Subject Ralph one. Very limited articulation, has the Nerf looking guns. You know, not too great. Looks like something we've gotten in the Kong Skull Island. I'm assuming the middle one, which is the Lizzie the Lizard one as well, is probably something that's been reused, but more of a generic soldier, but more on par with the Davis Okoye figure, which is on the right, which is the one that came with the Mega George figure. So, you know, kind of almost in scale to how good they are. I mean, from worst to best, I mean, these are what we get. And these are the ones that come with the three main characters that you're probably going to want to collect. And what everybody wants to see is a size comparison between all the three characters. Now, the two on the left, the Lizzie and the Ralph, are the Big City Brawl versions. There is a Big City Brawl George, and he is much, much, much smaller. I almost feel like he's out of scale in that. So, you know, I really have to see more of the trailer, or, you know, another trailer or the movie to really see if the size is going to be correct. Now, the Mega George on the right, I feel he's too big, but they're not too bad in scale. Ralph is probably the smallest. Lizzie is huge. I mean, when you look at him, you can see how big George is, and George can stand up. You have Ralph, which is a pretty big wolf figure, and then you have this massive, massive figure right here that's just super long. I mean, just dwarfs, you know, Ralph. But, you know, if this is the scale of the movie, I wouldn't feel too bad. It wouldn't be, you know, too bad. Obviously, a wolf is probably smaller than a gorilla. I guess I feel like the Lizzie would probably be the biggest. I mean, an alligator is pretty big. You know, I mean, they definitely did the size decent. And if you got these three and you didn't get the Big City Brawl George, you would be happy with them, because, like I said, these look amazing. These will look amazing, you know, if you display them together. And, you know, these will obviously, unless there's another surprise, these will probably be the monsters we'll see in the movie, because these are the three original ones from the original game and the classic characters. But, you know, super excited for this movie. I love these toys. Lizzie the Lizard is by far the best one in the series so far. I mean, if you're going to get anything, get the Big City Brawl Lizzie. It is amazing. This is an amazing alligator. It looks amazing. You know, I love Ralph. Ralph's my favorite character in the whole series, so I'm definitely partial to him, but he's very well done. And then George is just massive. He's much better than the Kong Skull Island King Kong, because he is able to, you know, hunch over. He's able to do like more gorilla poses, but he's also able to stand up. The only thing is the face sculpt is not as good as the Kong one, but, you know, these are amazingly priced toys. You're looking at $15, you get him and a guy. $15, you get a bus backdrop and a guy and the Ralph. And then this is $20 for this gigantic ape, which is, you know, about 16 inches tall when you stand him up. So, I mean, all the way. So, I mean, that is an amazing, amazing price for these figures. I mean, you're not breaking the bank, and you're getting some amazingly detailed figures. But once again, this is Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time.